email, read a listener email. All right. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm one of the many YNs that be listening to the pod. I think a lot of niggas be listening to you on the low and really be looking at themselves in the mirror and wondering if you are talking directly to them. This is what is happening to me now. I'm a 21-year-old nigga out here thugging, going to school and working. I have 2 bitches on the team right now. I had to move out of my mom's house because I was doing too much in these streets. Right now I live with my bitch, my main bitch. My main bitch is a 21-year-old decent looking bitch with a 5-year-old son. Her baby daddy is resting in peace. I am definitely one of those niggas you be speaking on that will be homeless if they wasn't living with they bitch. Now for a cool minute, I didn't even have a car. And I was feeling the pressure from my bitch, but things have changed recently. My number 2 bitch has come through for me. My number 2 bitch is a 33-year-old bitch with 2 kids. She has a 15-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. And she's getting her chili as a RN, and she is also my big homie's baby mama. And the big homie is currently in the feds with about 11 years to go. And the big homie is still balling behind them walls. I ran into my RN bitch when I was out at the Cheesecake Factory in Santa Monica with my main bitch on a date. 2 days after she seen me up there, she jumped in my DMs and we've been fucking on the low ever since. Now, since I've been fucking with my RN bitch, she plugged me with a job at an oil refinery in El Segundo. She helped me get a truck. I got a cool Toyota Tacoma. Now, this is my issue. I like this bitch, she's cool and everything, but I'm concerned about the homies finding out about this. I have had several close calls where the big homie's brother popped up at the crib dropping off the kids and whatnot, and I done had to hide in the closet and shit. A lot of stupid shit like that. But I can't front, this bitch has put me on fast track to improve my life and whatnot. I'm actually on the verge of getting my own apartment. BossMack, my question is this: how do you ease your way out of this without causing drama? And or should I just keep it going on the low as long as I can and see what happens? Hit the like button for this game. I feel like it's a lot of aunties out here tapping into the YN energy. It's a lot of aunties out here tapping into the YN energy, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. Be careful, man. Be careful. I feel like the big homie, he probably got a lot of power and influence out there, and maybe he could push some buttons and make some things happen and you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he got to understand that his bitch is out here and, you know what I'm saying, she probably still holding him down, but she need her issue. You know what I'm saying? And so long as you keep tiptoeing and keep it clandestine, you stay clandestine with it. You know what I'm saying? And you always deriving benefits from your relations. It's to the good. If you was doing this and wasn't receiving no no benefits from this, I would say it's some stupid shit. But if a bitch has improved you, you know what I'm saying, you can't front on that, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know, your current bitch was, you know, you on your way to emancipation, you know what I'm saying? Now, you want to fortify your position, man, meaning like, I don't know how a bitch got you the job or whatever, but you want to fortify your positions to where it's, if it go bad, you don't lose the job. You know, if it go bad, you don't lose the truck. You know what I'm saying? Also, you could be like, always remember, you could be like one of 2 or 3 niggas in rotation as well. You know, she could have a little stable of YNs, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be vigilant of that, you know what I'm saying? And keep your emotions free as far as like if you was to become aware that you was in that type of situation, don't be crashing out behind that, you know what I'm saying? You know, after you accrue your benefits, you know what I'm saying, you know, you might want to, and see, it's actually to that bitch's, also remember, it's to it yo auntie, like the auntie bitch that you got on the team, it's to her advantage for you to have an apartment. You know what I'm saying? It's to, she needs you to have your own shit so she could come through and get her issue. You know what I'm saying? And once again, you know, you just have to always tiptoe carefully because, you know, the homies is gonna love to hate that. You know, always remember the homies is gonna love to sabotage. You know, they're gonna love to sabotage that. You know what I'm saying? And if it get out, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna rejoice. You know, and you know what I mean? Depending on how much power and influence the big homie have in the section. Hit the like button. He sounds like one of those leeching motherfuckers on a bitch. Adam hid from Jesus because he knew he was naked. That was God. He hid from God. This is a YN's version of trapped in the closet. She got all the power. As long as if you get to emancipation, you know what I'm saying? If you can make it to your emancipation, get an apartment, and then phasing the bitch out, you know what I'm saying? You know, with no blowback on your employment. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how the bitch got you the job. If she could pull the plug on you if it go bad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, make sure you got your benefits, you stacking up your paper, you fortifying yourself against whole treachery, you know what I'm saying? You already, you know what I mean? You already kind of in a dimension where a bitch could, you know, cause like if it get out, it's just gonna be bad against you. It's not gonna really probably be bad against the bitch. It's gonna be bad on you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you get all your benefits. You want to make sure you get your apartment. You fortify yourself against losing your job if it go bad, and you want to get autonomous. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to your autonomy and maintain. And then you good. You know what I'm saying? Now, you also have to remember, like, if you do make it to your autonomy, and then, like, let's say you phase it out, and you cut a bitch off, you're gonna have to use tact on how you get up out of that. Because let's say you get your own apartment and you get on your feet and you get over there and then you cut a bitch off, right? You know, a bitch can let it leak that y'all was fucking. And that's gonna her man might get mad, but it's gonna hurt you more. It's gonna hurt you more. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know the hood, nigga, you know how niggas could turn the hood against you and all that type of shit, and you know it could go bad. So you want to use tact on how you get up out of that. You know what I'm saying? Once you accrue all your benefits, meaning once you get into your apartment, you get situated, you in there and shit, and you want this to go bad, you're gonna have to get creative and shit. And you know, and one surefire method is to deliver back to back whack dick. You start delivering whack dick, you know what I'm saying? You know, you stop doing what making the bitch like you. You know what I'm saying? You know. You feel me? I know that sound crazy in the motherfucker, but I'm just saying. Hit the like button for this guy. A lot of niggas who fuck with a big homie wanna hit, but out of respect, they not going after this bitch. Let them other niggas find out. She's gonna be running around telling other bitches how he can't fuck. Hopefully homeboy can get past this probationary period too. Exactly. Shout out Eric. Shout out Eric for that. Transfer to another location and shake that bet. Yeah, go religious. That could work. That's a good one right there. Yeah, go religious. Go religious. Hey, man, and you know, man, you can't put nothing past these bitches, though, too, man, because, you know, once you get your apartment, you know, and you get on your feet, and she start coming through to get her issue, you know, you know, when you get to cutting a bitch off, when you get to like, when you get to like trying to back your way up out of it, you can't sleep on a bitch. Surveillance in your crib, trying to catch other bitches going up in there, seeing if you fucking with other bitches, which is what you gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's always that, like, right there. You know, but a good scenario though is if she has multiple YNs, if she has like a team of y'all, and you got to be careful and just don't, cause see, it's tricky cause like you could feel like right now, you feel like the man, right? She fucking the shit out of you, blessing you with shit. But if you find out you in a stable with 2 or 3 other YNs that might play tricks on your mind and have you, and then you go into like a sucker position, instead of rejoicing and using that as a method to kind of back up out of it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas will see that they in competition with other motherfuckers and then, you know, start competing. off of just, you know what I'm saying, off of just the nature of that relationship. You just start competing because she got two other YNs instead of just using that as a like, okay, let me just creep up out of here right quick. Let me use that as an excuse to creep up out of here on a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And get up out the way. You know what I'm saying? And then a bitch is gonna, you know, depending on what kind of bitch it is, she, you know, if you do elevate to your own crib status and you got the car and you doing your thing and shit, a bitch might feel like, you know, you got all that because of her and you owe her type shit. She could go into that type of mind state too, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm going to say this. You better off than you was. You didn't have shit going. So, you better off than you was. You in a tricky spot though. Let always be mindful that you in a tricky spot.